Okay, we are back at St. Andrews Airport, just north of Winnipeg, and it's our first autocross event of the year for the Pink Panther. So there's, as you know, if you've been following along on the channel, you know there's been a lot of changes to the car. We have more aggressive rear diffuser, and it's quite a bit lighter. The rear spoiler is the same design as the old one, but it is now carbon fiber, so it's a lot lighter as well. And the front aerodynamics have been cleaned up because it used to be big gaps between the hood and the fenders, and air gets in there and all that stuff. And that's all now one piece, so that's all good. And I guess one of the biggest changes is the movement of the intercooler. The intercooler used to be, well, let me show you. The intercooler used to be in this area here, right beside the driver. And I had to have a fan on and everything because there really wasn't good airflow going over the intercooler. But now it's up front, and it is it does not have a fan on anymore because it has this giant opening in the front to get air through there. And as a result of that, my weight balance on the car has gone from about 55.5% on the rear tires. Now it's 54% on the rear tires. So I suspect the car is going to be a little oversteery. Pardon me if there's some wind noise. It is windy out here today. It is an airport after all. So I think I need to, probably for here, for St. Andrews, it's a very bumpy asphalt, dirty course, and softer suspension is better. For out here, I probably would want to soften the rear by lowering the roll center a little bit to try to get more traction back there, because like I say, I think the car is probably going to be a little oversteery at first. But for Nationals, where I will be, well, not Nationals, but Lincoln, Nebraska, where I'll be racing in 2 weeks for Spring Nationals, I probably would want it to have, I'd probably want to stiffen the front a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do what's not good for here. And I'm sure it's going to affect my results today. It won't be as good a results as if I adjusted the car for here, but I don't really care about here. I care about Lincoln, Nebraska, and my results there. That's the big show. That's where I want to perform. Also, I normally run 30 PSI a boost, but that's, 450 plus horsepower to the wheels. This site can't support it. Nationals in Lincoln probably, even though it's high grip, probably can't support that either. Just not enough traction for that. So I've turned the boost from 30 PSI down to 20 PSI maximum today. So we're going to start there, and we'll see how that goes. And I hope to get some good video. Bridget's coming out today, so maybe she'll be my camera person, and we'll be able to get some good video, maybe some angles that we don't normally get. All right. So this is my sway bar link. So that's the lower control arm sway bar link going to the sway bar. You can see there's multiple holes. You can make those out. There's multiple holes. Right now it's at full soft. So I'm gonna go up 2 holes, make it a little stiffer, both sides, and then we're gonna go from there. Since I have the front end all off here, I'm gonna take this opportunity to lubricate all my little Heim joints, the whole thing. On a race car, you typically don't have rubber joints or greased fittings. You typically have this kind of a joint there, and I have it on the steering and everything. I recommend using this dry lube. This uses graphite. It's a dry lube, and it doesn't attract dust. So if I were to spray this with any old lubricant, it would attract dust and it would wear them out faster. But I know from Speed World and running the karts for years and years, this is what we use on them, and it works really good at lubricating things without attracting all the dust. Okay, I've done 3 runs so far, and Bridget got some really good video. She was here for my first 3 runs, and she got some really good video, which I'm sure you just saw, or you are about to see. Anyways, really good stuff. Car feels fantastic. It was, as predicted, a little oversteery on the first run, and first couple runs, and then I lowered the rear roll center and it settled it down a little bit, but I'm getting no temperature in my tires. I come back from a run, they are still stone cold. You can see I have my tire blankets on there. They need to be real tire blankets, Formula One style, to heat them up because I'm not getting heat in them. But speaking of heat, it used to be when I came back from runs, my intercooler was hot and we would spray it down every time. Well, now with my new intercooler up front like that, it's cold. So that's fantastic. Good news there. And I just raised my front ride height a smidge. I rotated the spring perches 2 rotations each side in the front just to raise it up a little bit because my front splitter has been dragging a little bit more than what I would like. Now it is a bumpy course, but anyways, yeah, raised it up slightly. I have 3 more runs to go, and I think maybe I've been pussyfooting it a little bit too much. I'm 2 seconds ahead of the next closest time raw, but I think I need to be a bigger gap than that. So I'm really going to go for it on these 3 runs. I'm just going to keep my foot in it a little more and try steering faster. That's my plan. All right, so I'm sure you want to know how I did at the end of the day, what happened. Okay, so as I said, I was going to try to be a little more aggressive. It seemed to work because like right out of the gate, no changes to the car, I was a second faster. And then what I did was I just tried to keep my average speed up and trust the car and just turn faster, just, you know, turn the wheel faster. And it seemed to work. In the end, I was a second and a half faster. And my fastest run, I accidentally coned it away. I don't know where, but when I got back, they said that I hit a cone, but I really don't think I got close enough to any cones but whatever. So I came first in class, and the class that I was in wasn't just E-Mod. The way they do it is they group classes together, you know, like, I'm trying to think who else is in my class. Some of the street modified cars are in my class. They're modified, they got suspension done to them, turbos, chips, that kind of stuff. But street tires, so they're in my class and they go by packs. So first in class and in packs, I came in 7th. I think if I hadn't coned away that last run, it would have been like a 2nd or a 3rd, maybe even a 1st in packs, because all the ones that were ahead of me, the 6 cars that were ahead of me were all in a street tire class, and they were all really tightly bunched. So I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at the results, but I would have been significantly higher had I not coned away that my fastest run. But the car ran fantastic. No overheating issues, no handling issues, no nothing. Just awesome. It was just awesome. It was so much fun. And in 2 weeks, I go to Spring Nationals. I do not know what car I'm running at Spring Nationals, but the Pink Panther will be there, and somebody's going to race it, even if it's not me. So anyways, thanks for watching to the end, and I hope you enjoyed this video.